I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm gonna keep it 10,000 with y'all. We're barely into the year. It's 2026, January to be exact. We're not even in the second month yet, and things are already getting wild and chaotic. Everybody and their mama has started a podcast. And let's be honest, what better way to get your voice heard than when you've got smoke with another rapper? Jomo, aka Jim Jones, over the past few months, really the past year or two, has been calling out Kid Cudi. Yeah, he's been going at Kid Cudi. And the reason? He claims he helped shine a light on him back in 2008. Yep, we all remember Day and Night. That song was everywhere. Jim Jones jumped on the remix, and when I tell you millions of people embraced it, I mean that. But let me ask you this. Was Kid Cudi not already Kid Cudi before Jim Jones ever touched that remix? What royalties are we really talking about here? Let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, or you've been rocking with me for a minute, do me a favor and show some love. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you know when I drop a video or go live. Like I said, the year just started and content is flying everywhere. So let's jump right into this. We all know the artist. You've heard of him. The multi-platinum artist. My bad. Yeah. Kid Cudi. One of the real mood setters in hip-hop. Yeah. Let's talk about one of the greatest songs he's ever made. Day and Night. We can't skip over that. That record went global, worldwide. He sold millions and millions of that single alone. And let's not forget, he got the cosign from Kanye West. Yeah. Kanye stamped him, and his career took off immediately. He built a real fan base. Now fast forward to today, and some folks aren't feeling him, and I gotta be honest about that. Jomo, aka Jim Jones, has been feeling away for a long time. I'm keeping it a buck. For context, Day and Night dropped February 5th, 2008, and peaked at number 3 on Billboard. That song was on movie soundtracks, game soundtracks, you name it. Let's be honest. It was featured on NBA Live 2008, and all of that happened before Jim Jones ever released the remix. Do y'all hear me? Before the remix, before he hopped on it and all that. So I'm gonna make my stance very clear right now. I don't know if Jim Jones is chasing clout. I don't know what he's got going on. But Kid Cudi was already Kid Cudi before Jim Jones jumped on anything. Now don't get me wrong. The remix went crazy, especially in New York. It definitely added fuel to the fire. But once that Kanye West cosign came through, it pushed Cudi to a whole other level. And that's just facts. Now let me show y'all why Jim Jones has been going viral these past few months. Let me show you why Cudi is feeling some type of way. Pay close attention.
Day and Night.
That was one of the biggest.
Nigga, you remixed that shit. I didn't know that shit.
That's how y'all know Kid Cudi. You would have never known Kid Cudi if I didn't remix the record in New York City. I made that the biggest record in New York City. It wasn't Kid Cudi. Nobody knew who Kid Cudi was. Kid Cudi became about because he had video directors that I wanted them to do a video, and I asked them to show me a video they did before. And they showed me this kid on top of a roof with a record called Day and Night. Right. He worked in the store under the label. There's nobody. I was like, oh, yo, did this? I said, I like the record. Get the beat of the record, I want to do a remix. If you give me the beat of the record, I'll let y'all shoot my video. These kids was trying to shoot a video for free for me. Oh. Like, I got the beat. I told them they went crazy, you wanted to do it. I got the beat. I shot the video to the beat, and I never even put the shit out. They put it up on YouTube, they ripped it off of YouTube, and it became the biggest record in New York City. And that's how Kid Cudi became an artist. They ended up giving him a big deal off of Jim Jones' back. If I'm lying, I'm fine.
And if we're being real right now, that record was one of the biggest joints of 2009, really late 2008, like the tail end of 2008. It was massive in New York City, no question, but it wasn't exactly circling the globe the way the original version did, because that original already ran up the numbers. But when you look at Kid Cudi featuring Jim Jones, that Day and Night remix, hold up, 3.8 million views from 17 years ago, y'all. Do you see the pattern forming here? So yeah, Jim Jones is feeling a way about it. For real. He's looking for royalties, or at least some recognition. And he didn't stop there either, because he's been popping up on Drink Champs. He's been on, this is a recent interview I already showed y'all. He's been everywhere pushing the idea that Kid Cudi wouldn't be who he is today without him. Listen closely.
I'm just sitting here thinking, I gave your Kid Cudi, nobody said thank you.
On that remix, I never knew who he was until you jumped on the remix the late at night.
Kid Cudi?
Yeah.
Man, Kid Cudi was a nobody. You wanna know how Kid Cudi got born? I'll tell you about this story. Kid Cudi was nobody. He worked in the fucking store under Koch Records. I was signed to Koch Records. I didn't even know Kid Cudi worked down there. Lisa Brunson's nephew at the time was doing some work for me in my studio and shit. He's like, yo, I meant.
Because Jim Jones is coming with that energy like, hey, look, he might actually be telling it how he sees it. You feel me? Me personally, I knew about Cudi before Jim Jones ever jumped in the picture. And that's just me talking from my own standpoint. That's exactly why I need y'all in the comments speaking from your point of view. Jim Jones is basically saying, I'm the reason dude even popped off. So yeah, pay attention.
Directors, I want them to shoot a video for you and shit like that. I'm like, show me their videos. He showed me a video. Ended up being a Kid Cudi video they shot for free for him. He on top of the roof. Looking crazy. They like, oh, this the kid that work inside the fucking rock and roll store on the couch. They just did it for him. And I was like, give me the record and I'll let you shoot me a video.
Sing day and night.
Kid Cudi.
You know how he was?
No.
Dudes wanted to direct the video for me at the time. So they came to my studio, played the video they directed. The video they directed was Day and Night with Kid Cudi. And I'm like, I'll let y'all do the video if you'll tell this kid, give me his beat so I could do the remix, so I could remix his record. Somebody ripped it off the internet from Hot 97 and they started playing it at Hot 97 and that's how Kid Cudi ended up getting this deal and they cut me out the deal. He was a nobody. He wasn't even thinking about a deal. He just was working on his craft and he was working in a rock and roll store. He always was, I used to see him all the time, always wear slim jeans. He worked under Koch. That's the craziest thing. That was the